time. Okay. The people that aren't on time, they are missing the entire music, the show, the energy, aren't they? Hey? So awesome. Okay, so we are back at day 2. So who was here? Put 1 in the comments if you were here on day 1. Put 0 in the comments if you were not here yesterday. 0 in the comments if you were not here yesterday, okay? Because if you missed out yesterday, you need to catch up on that recording because some of the things that I'm going to say will not make sense. Okay, so stay with me. It's all about taking you through who you're talking to. This is what we spoke about yesterday. Okay, so I heard from you guys. You were saying, like, people were saying in the chat, like, I don't know what product to create. I want to make money online, but I don't know what to create. And others were saying that I would love just to have some time freedom, some money freedom. I would love to be successful in the online space. I just don't know how. And then many of you already have an idea of a product. That's so cool. Okay, put me in the comments if you already have an idea of a product that you want to create. Okay, put me in. Oh, look at that. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it when I can spark some curiosity in you. Creativity is what I mean. I love it. I love it. I love it because I've seen people's lives change when they take back their power and they create something that will help them be financially free. Okay, so financially free, it means different things for different people. For me, for instance, financially free, that never meant driving a Lamborghini, flying to another town every second day, living the lavish lifestyle. That wasn't financial freedom for me. For me, financial freedom meant not worrying about money, knowing I can be present with my kids, knowing I don't have to work for a boss, no one being in control of my time and my freedom, right? Being at home with my kids. And eventually what happened is when I started in the online space, I could see that not only could I be a present mom and I could be at home and not worry about money anymore, but I can help other people do the same thing. And that's exactly what you can do with your product. You can help people get a result that you already got. So I got some questions yesterday and I love that. Or not a question, I had some feedback yesterday and people said to me, there's also you saying that I don't need to be an expert to create something. No, you don't need to be an expert. If you lost weight, okay, and it was a struggle and you were in your mind with something or whatever helped you, it can help someone else. Okay, if you know how to do gardening well and me that don't know at all how to do gardening, if I can learn something from you, I'm willing to pay for that. Okay, you don't need to be an expert. You need to have a transformation that already makes you credible. Okay, so I mean, if you want to go to the doctor, okay, I want to ask you this quickly. When you go to the doctor, let's say something is wrong, God forbid something's wrong, okay? And you go to the doctor, and this doctor has got diplomas and his degrees and everything against the wall. Like on paper, this doctor is like the cream of the crop, okay? But when you talk to him about your situation, he doesn't look confident. He's never done an op on a certain operation that he wants to do on you. Will you feel nervous to have that doctor? Yes or no? Will you rather go and find a doctor that has experience or that has helped someone with that? Exactly. Okay? That's why transformation makes you so credible already because you are the one that went through it. You are the credibility. You already went through it. Okay? This is why people will not follow a fitness, someone that's in fitness if their lifestyle doesn't reflect it. It just is what it is. You want to see the result. You want to see that someone gets you and can take you from where they went from their pain to their thing. And that's what we did yesterday. Okay. So we spoke about this. We spoke about your perfect customer is at a pain point. People are much rather willing, they are more desperate to get rid of pain than they are to get pleasure. What do I mean when I say that? They will rather spend $1,000, okay, on learning how to make money than $1,000 on a weekend away. Yes or no? Do you agree? Okay? Especially if money is their problem. They would much rather spend $1,000 on a fitness program, okay, than going away to Mauritius if they know their health is in danger and they need to lose weight or whatever. Whatever is important to you, you will prioritize and spend money on. Let me share something with you that I wish someone shared with me a long time ago. And this is what we're going to touch on today. We're going to structure your product, we're going to price your product. Even if you don't have a product, even if you don't want to create your own product, I'm going to give you an option tonight that you can use if you don't want to create your own product, okay? But the thing is, it's never about the money. You see, we are so accustomed to thinking that money is everything, that we let it control us. Like when I started in the online space, I started with a program where I could learn how to make money online because I did not know how people were doing this, okay? And I didn't have the money to start. And then I said to myself, I don't want that to be my story. It's been my story all my life. The only way that I'm going to change my story is if I start doing something different. Can I get an amen? Right? You cannot expect to have a different result if you keep yourself in the same cycle all the time. You have to do something different. And if something is very important to you, if you're prioritizing something, you will pay for it. So when people tell me, Lizelle, I don't want to buy your product because I don't have money, I know financial freedom is not their priority. Even if they think it is, it's not that important. Is that making sense? I mean, I know of so many people, and again, I like to use the fitness industry. So many people that try fitness, they buy this little thing, this little thing, this little, they try everything. And at the end of the day, I'm actually thinking about a very close friend of mine. She got to a point in her health journey where it became necessary for her to lose weight. And you know what she did? Because now all of a sudden this was a priority where all the years it was too much money to spend on a personal trainer and a doctor to help her with the eating plan. It was always too much money. All of a sudden, she got the money together to pay for this fitness program. She got a personal trainer. She got a doctor. You see where I'm going with this? So never let someone make you think it's about the money. It's a deep-rooted belief that they have. Okay? And this is, I don't have time to go into content, but this is where you, as the person who sells that product, okay, I'm going to touch a little bit on it, but this is where you position your product as the solution. The right people will come to that. The right people will want that solution and they will come for it. Okay? Not everyone's going to buy from you. Some people might even be jealous, or some people might even think, like in the beginning when I started my online journey, people were like, Lizelle, what are you doing? I have some of them in here, okay? They used to know me from my previous jobs. They used to know me. I don't know, Janae, if you're on here, okay? She's one of them that's on here. And she was on my webinar once, and not even her, there was another one as well. When I have a friend that said she's a physiotherapist, and she was like, oh, Lizelle, let me just block you on TikTok here because I don't want to see this crashing. I don't know what you're busy with, but I don't want to see this, okay? She blocked me on TikTok, okay? And then I had my beauty salon at that time. And then when I emailed all my clients at the beauty salon, and I said to them, hey guys, I'm about to make my first million, yeah? I don't know about you, but everything is expensive. And I didn't do this to get filthy rich. I just did it because I was actually looking just for some extra income. But this was life-changing to me. So although I used to love my business and I used to love it, I want to be a mom first. And I just said to them, I'm going to be at home now. I'm going to carry on with this little side hustle of mine because it's giving me what I actually wanted. I wanted to be at home with my kids. When I sent that email, her words were, Lizelle, I then said to my husband, come here. Let me just get started with Lizelle here. Let's just check what this is all about. It looks like she's onto something. She started within 6 or 7 months. Okay, I can't remember the exact time. Within 6 to 7 months. That physiotherapist, which had a practice, left her full-time job and she became a stay-at-home mom because she's got like 4 kids. And she wanted to be at home because the one was going to high school and the other one was going to primary school. And it was big years for her kids and she wanted to be there for them. I'm telling you, people will question you sometimes with what you're doing. And the person that will question you the most in your product is you. Because you don't think you're good enough. You don't think you've got a lot to offer, but you do, okay? You went through things in your life for a reason. Someone can benefit from your transformation. Don't hold back. People are waiting for what you need to create. Okay, they're all waiting for it. Okay, so what we discovered yesterday, or what we spoke about, was they are in a pain situation. You are going to take them to their desire with your product. Okay, they want a solution. So you can put it also as this problem. Okay, that's what they have. Your product is going to be the solution. So yesterday we spoke about who you are helping. So now that you know who you want to help, now it's going to take a big shift. Because once you have that shift, instead of I want to make money, or I want to, what product do I need to create, then who do I want to help? Who's this one person I want to help? All of a sudden things start to click, fall into place, and then you start making money and you start changing lives. For those of you who know me well, you know I'm all about being purpose driven. I wanted to be a pastor. Okay, that's really what I wanted, really truly wanted to be. I wanted to go work for the church and be in ministry. Okay, but that's not what the Lord planned for me. He wanted me in business. Okay, and it was never for me about money. And I think that's why He chose me for this, for what I'm doing now, right? Because that's not what I wanted. I just wanted to serve, you know? So my point in sharing that with you is those who know me knows that I just love to help and to serve and just to really help you put something in your hand, because we all have gifts and talents. We all have it. You have something in your hand that you can do something with. And that's the entire objective of this workshop. Okay, so what I want to share before we dive into the wheel that's going to change now is I want Natasha to come up. I wanted to hear from someone who joined a workshop like this. And she's been in digital marketing. She's had an online business. She's seen success. But when she joined this workshop, and all of a sudden she understood the who that she was serving, the pain that her client was going through, and the solution that she had for them. And all of a sudden, she realized that she could create something because she had something to give. This is what changed for her. And I want her to come up and share her own story so you hear it from herself. This is to inspire you, okay? Because a lot of us, we always think that we're nobody and we've got nothing to give. You're going to feel different after this. Natasha, are you there? Check if you see her, team.
Yes, can see her, she's here.
Okay, let's go. Natasha, I can hear us. I don't see you. You just need to come up.
Oh, thank you. I was
thank you.
muted. I couldn't unmute myself. Hi, everybody. Hi, Lizelle. Yes, it's exactly what Lizelle said. In October, I was in exactly the same class as you. And it was my first time attending any of Lizelle's training. And once I started listening to everything that she told us, it was like fireworks that exploded. All of a sudden, I had all these ideas, and it just rushed through me like raging fire. And it actually, there was a complete transformation for me once I started taking action, because now I can get all these ideas and do nothing, but you can get all these ideas and action on it. And so I started creating my own products. And because I had the DMS system, which I didn't want in the first place, but I bought it. And then I started using it. And when I created my own products, I started using DMS then, because obviously the support is there, the system is there, everything I needed to start selling my own products was so easy. And so I just want to tell you, if you are here, you are one step closer to living that dream life of yourself. And don't stand in your own way. Just create it. Do it. You're going to see it's going to pay off for you. And with Lizelle's help, you are you're in a winning team. Thank you, Lizelle.
Natasha, I want to ask you, one of the things that I remember you were like Natasha went through like just a low. And I remember you saying that all of a sudden something clicked for you. Okay. And I mean, in DMS, what she's referring to, what I remember you said was, I had something that I didn't even know I could use. And you were talking about the support and the things that were there to help you create your digital product. Now, for someone that's on here that's never been in the online space, okay, but they want to create their own digital product, do you think, obviously you do, because I want you to share your results a little bit, because I remember you saying that it took you a lot faster to you creating your first digital product. I mean, it was in a span of a few weeks, right, after the workshop. What happened?
Yeah. Okay, so with the workshop alone, with my own products that I created, I decided to do just small low ticket things and see and actually test it, because everybody say you can create it low ticket, and I thought, okay, let me test it. And the one was it's just a Zoom call that I recorded, and I invited people, and they paid to attend the class, and afterwards people said I missed it and I couldn't attend, blah blah blah, and I said no problem, you can still get it, and they still paid for it. So that Zoom call, even now I'm still selling it, I'm still making money from 1 hour, and I learned from Lizelle how to do it. The other was an actual digital product that I created because there was also demand for it. I worked on it for a weekend. I've sold it over 30 times already. So combined, just those 2 tickets that I created out of my own little head earned me more than 50,000 already. So that is the power when you start creating something that other people need. And if there's a pain and you can relieve it and you can charge for it, you can make money.
I
And
love that.
obviously, even with Lizelle's help now, I've also started my own program, and it's just insane. It's insane, the possibilities and everything that is available. But you have to be open for it, and you have to. And I'm just going to say it. Just pray about it and ask the Lord to give you an abundance of ideas, supernatural ideas, and it will come to you.
I love that. Thank you so much for sharing, Latasha. So about those ideas, I'm going to give you over 200 ideas. I'm going to put it in your inbox tonight. Okay, so you can go look out for it in your inbox. Okay, whoever invited you to this workshop, they will send it to you as well. Just remind them, just ask them if you didn't get it. You're going to get over 200 digital product ideas just to get those creative juices flowing. So she started with a low ticket and it eventually evolved into a lot more. Okay, so you guys inspired? Can we create your product now? Yes? Yes? Let's go, eh? Let's go. Okay, so we don't have a lot of time, so I'm going to run through it. I do talk fast, guys. If I talk too fast, just stop me, okay? So I just want to cover the basics with you of how to create a product, because at the end of these 3 days, tomorrow we're going to get into I'm going to have someone to come and present there. Oh, you're going to love it, okay? So at the end of tomorrow, you can walk away with a finished product. I'm just giving you exactly what you need, nothing more. Okay, don't go overthink this process. Okay, so what you want is I just need to check my notes, otherwise I am going to forget everything because I can talk a lot, Moos. Okay, you need a good title. Okay, the title needs to say what the outcome is going to be or what it is. If it's a cookbook, it needs to say something cookbook, So they need to know from the title what it is. Think about a book. If you love reading, if you pick up a book, there's a title on that book, depending on if you're going to pick it up, okay? We talk about this on social media, your hook. People will scroll past unless that hook catches them, okay? Think about when you watch on Netflix. You're looking for a new series to binge, okay? You're looking at the topic first, and if it interests you, you're going to go in and check the tagline, okay? That's the second thing that you want. You want a good tagline. Now, this tagline, right, is what I gave you yesterday, and I asked you to prepare that for today. That's that one that says, I help who achieve what result through whatever product or process. Okay? Or I help who achieve what result without whatever they don't want to do. And the example I gave yesterday was, I help postpartum moms get back into shape without going to the gym because they don't want to go to the gym. So it's going to be like, yeah, this is for me. Okay. So the tagline, you don't have to say it like that. I help who This is just helping you to write your tagline so you know who you're talking to. Okay, so you don't have to physically put on your tagline, I help who. You can say, for postpartum moms wanting to get back into shape without going to the gym. Does that make sense? Okay, so you want a good title, you want a tagline, and then obviously you need an appealing design. And this is why we're doing Canva tomorrow. Okay, I want to know, you guys know why I'm doing yesterday and today before we go into Canva. The Canva creation part of a product is quite easy, even if you're not tech savvy. There are ready-made templates. I'm going to take you through that tomorrow, okay? But you understand now what goes into creating a product already. It's not about just something looking pretty. Because I see it all the time. People create something and it doesn't get sold and then they wonder why, okay? So the appealing design, what you want to do, it needs to make sense for your customer. If I am going to sell to postpartum moms, I'm going to sell a fitness program. I am not going to have a piece of cake on the very first page. Okay, I'm going to have a mom maybe that had a belly and now she's looking good next to it. Okay, and if you want to create, whatever it is that a garden or whatever you want, it needs to be appealing. It needs to speak to your customer. So when I say appealing design, I'm not saying perfect. Okay, I'm saying it just needs to appeal to your customer. Okay, what you want to do when you create your digital product, you want to give your customer steps, like 3 to 5 steps. You don't want to create an ebook that takes them an hour to read. You don't want a 20-page ebook that's just it's not a book. You know what I mean? You want to give them steps that's easy, digestible. So this is how I normally do it. You guys can see still well. Okay, let me do it in blue. When I go too fast, let me know, because I'm trying to crunch it because I've got so much to cover. Okay, so we talk about the pain. Okay, and then we want to get them to the desire. Okay, so for your customer to go from the pain to the desire, you don't want to give them too much. Okay, you want to give them, I normally say like 5 steps. I'm just going to do 4, like 3 or 4 or 5 steps. This is great because you can even say in your title, 5 steps to getting back in shape after having a baby. Does that sound doable, the 5 steps? Yes? Does that sound doable? It does, right? If I'm going to say your ebook into how to lose weight or how to get back into shape after postpartum, it can work for some and can sound good, but in your customer's mind, it's a lot. You don't want to overwhelm them. So you want to say 3 to 5 steps, okay? So just decide how many steps. And this is easy for you to decide. You just need to think to yourself, what got you started when you went through your transformation? What got you started? If you lost weight, what was the starting point for you to start? Maybe you just started walking around the block. That's all you started with, like walking around the block, getting committed. Okay, so whatever you can say, let's say, commit can be the first step, and you can just give a heading on each one. So maybe the first one is you just committed and said, I'm not going to commit to too much. I'm just going to commit to walking around the block every single day. Okay, and maybe your second step was after 2 weeks after being committed and walking every day, now you started working on your eating habits. And you started implementing healthier habits, okay? And you maybe followed that for 2 weeks, okay? And then maybe from there, you started actually going to okay, no, let's leave the gym for now. Maybe you started lifting weights, okay? And then eventually, after 3 months, you got back into shape. But where a lot of people would leave someone, you actually put yourself in a community of other people going through the same things so that you could all keep one another accountable. Okay. Maybe that was your journey. I'm just giving you an example. That can be the same journey for your customer. The same journey. All you do now is you put it into steps on how you went through your transformation. You do the same. How are you going to take through their transformation? I'm going to give you this little tip here. Okay. When you want to create a digital product, it's very good to create a community. This community can be on WhatsApp. It can be on Facebook. It's good if you have people, especially if you are taking them through a transformation where they can actually connect with one another and keep them accountable, because that's going to give you a lot. That's going to give them amazing results, which is going to give you amazing credibility, because you want results with your product, right? So the steps. You can use ChatGPT for inspiration here. I had someone say to me the other day on one of my pieces of content, like, man, you're just selling something that we can create in ChatGPT. I was like, I'm not even going to answer that. Like, you cannot use ChatGPT to come up with something. You can, but that's not what you want to do. You want to use ChatGPT to just put it for you in order, maybe give you some ideas, and maybe help you just structure the whole thing out. But you don't want to sell something that you don't believe in. Amen for that, right? You don't want to sell something that you're not sure of, especially if it's your own product. You want to have that transformation and say, I know this works, or at least have the results of other people having it work, like, okay, because it gives you confidence, and you're the ultimate one with the credibility. So you can use ChatGPT for inspiration, and you can brainstorm with it to just help you put it out. And then I'm going to share a lot. I want to jump the gun now. Okay. So what you want to do is you want to layer it like this, and then you want to choose your price and your product. Okay. I'm going to give you 3 ways of how you can price the product and how you can choose what it is. Now, you heard Latasha spoke about a low ticket product. Okay. So there are different price points. So the first one is a low ticket. Okay. Now, a low ticket one is, this is an easy sell. This is easy to sell people a low ticket because there's little resistance. I mean, you will quickly buy a $17 or a $27 thing, right? Test it out. Okay. But can I just see in the comments, are you going to be 100% committed with a $27 product? Yes or no? Are you going to have skin in the game with a $27 product? Probably not. Exactly. This is why, excuse me, it's a great way to get started. But if you really want to build wealth in your life, you really want to build something solid, okay, where you can get amazing transformation. And the only way that you're going to get an amazing transformation, in my opinion, is when the customer has skin in the game. How many diet programs have you purchased? How many things have you purchased and never touched it? Let me know in the comments. How many things have you purchased online or did online or what, and you didn't really use it at all? Maybe dabbled around a little bit and then left it. Exactly. Okay? I don't know about you, but I don't want that type of customer, because I want people to have results. Because when they have results, it's proof that my product works. Okay? And you can influence so many more people and really, really help people. So you don't just want to make money for the sake of money. You want clients coming back. That's actually what I teach in my mastermind. I teach you how to build an entire ecosystem. Okay, so that's just a tip I want to give you ahead of time. A low ticket is a great way to get started, to build your own confidence. Because when we build our very first product, we are very scared that we're scared to ask a price. Yes, we're scared to sell it. Who's going to buy from me, right? Who's going to? Am I too expensive? And what happens is we spend so much time in this product, and we charge $17 for it. Not a good idea, okay? Because at the end of the day, you're going to give up, because it's not going to be worth your while, because the customers that are going to buy from you for the $17 product is either not going to do their part, or they're gonna ask you questions all the time that you're not getting paid for. Is this making sense? Is this making sense? So you want to really create something that you can go with. Now, Zoe is my dog. She's part of my brand. I'm just going to open my door for her, okay? Imagine me sitting here with Zoe. Okay. So anyway, everybody knows already my dog is always with me, so she's just out. Okay. So a low ticket can be like a mini guide. It can be like Latasha that said she did an hour training that she sold for. Okay. So this can be anything between $7 to $47. Okay. People are not expecting too much with a low ticket. So this is important why I'm saying this with you to you because I'm going to talk about perceived value. If I'm charging, let me ask you this. I teach people how to make money online, and I have a done for you program where I teach them how to get to their first $10,000 online. Okay. If I say to you, with my program, you can make your first $5,000 to $10,000 in 90 days. Okay. But I charge $27 for it. Are you going to buy it? Yes or no? Yep, laugh out loud. Exactly. Because there's something called perceived value. Now, this is what a lot of people do with their product. They charge way too little for what they're putting inside there. Okay. I spent over $10,000 on a funnel, right? For my program. And I'll get into it. I'm going to show you how I price my product. So it's going to help you. Okay. So imagine I charged $27 for that. That would be insane. Because if you charge also too little, you can never grow it. You can never invest back in your business and grow and make it even better. Okay. So low ticket, good place to get started off with. Second one is what we call a mid-ticket. Okay. Now, a mid-ticket can be anything like it can be like a mini course. Okay. So the price point there is about $97 to $497. Okay. So this can be, like I say, a mini course, or it can be a course that gets them to a transformation. It can be some support with it, like maybe you guys don't mind me using the fitness industry. I don't know why I like it. I think everyone can compete. They know what the fitness is about. Okay. So it's like for a $27 product with a fitness plan, I'm not going to expect much of a transformation. But if someone charges me $497 and they are actually going to coach me for the next six weeks in my fitness journey, that makes sense for that price. You know what I'm saying? So it's a little bit more support, where this is more like a product, like a PDF, downloading it. Okay. And then you get a high ticket product. Now, a high ticket, this is where people are not paying for information anymore. This is all just information. This is a little bit of implementation. And this is where they're not paying for information anymore. Here is where they are paying for time, for clarity, for speed. Okay. They are paying here for faster results because now they're getting closer proximity to whoever has had the transformation. Does that make sense? Priscilla asked if we charge in dollars. If you have an online business and you want anyone from all over the world to purchase from you, you want to charge in dollars. But if you want to make it just to your country like South Africa or Namibia, you just make it in your own currency if you want to do that. Okay, we charge in dollars because I don't have to just be in South Africa to make money. I can sleep tonight. Like this morning, I woke up with over $2,300. Where three people two from the US, I think one from the UK, purchased from me, and I was so unaware, like I was sleeping. Okay, but that's what I love about the online space. This is what I love about being global, because anyone can purchase from me. Okay, so high ticket is, this can be anything from $997 to over $3,000 plus. And it all depends on what you put in there. But here's where it gets good. Okay, here's where it gets amazing. When you, like, I'm going to take Latasha as an example. She did a 1 hour training that she charged for the low ticket. Okay. And then later on, she created a mid ticket, right, Latasha? You said something about a mid ticket around. Okay. So what she can do now is she can use that and bundle it in here and create a high ticket program, which is going to add so much more value. So instead of just selling it on her own, she can bundle it all together and she can add a lot of support. She can add some training sessions, some group sessions, where she can take her person from where they were, their pain, to showing them more to where they can get. Because here's the thing, you have to protect your time. Successful people protect their time. In the beginning, when you create your very first product, you want to help everyone. So you burn out and you're on your phone 24/7, and that's normal. You can do it. This is how you get to know your perfect customer. But as you grow in your business and the more money you make, you want to automate more and you want to look after your time. So rather charge more, put more effort in for the people that have skin in the game, for the people who are serious about that transformation. Think about the customer that you want. Do you want, like, let's say you have a transformation that you want to give, okay? Do you want to spend the whole day on your phone for a $7 product with people? I'm sure you don't want to. It's not worth your time, definitely not worth theirs either, because they're not going to do anything about it. But if they are very, very serious about their transformation, you can rather charge more and have real results with the people that are willing to have that transformation. That's making sense, eh? Making sense. Okay. So I'm going to share with you now how I price my product. So for those of you who weren't here yesterday, and to those who forgot, I did like a little bridge yesterday. Okay. This is how you work out who it is that you're talking to, what their pain points are and their desire. So your product is the bridge. So I spoke about yesterday how, in my case, my perfect customer, they need money. Okay.
Giselle,
Yeah.
do you hear me? Just bend down the otherwise we can't see in the middle.
I'm sorry. All right. Can you see?
That's so odd. Yes, thank you.
Okay. So I spoke about the pain points that you had to prepare for today, for yourself, for your product. Pain points and where your customer wants to be. Your product needs to bridge that gap. So my customer they need money. They want to know the how because they don't know. They are not tech savvy. They are scared of social media. They don't know how to do this online business thing. They want a done for you system. That's what they want. They just don't know that they want it, but they want something easy. Okay. They don't have time. Okay. What they want is something that they can fit in during the course of their day, what they're already doing. They are in a bad financial cycle. They need multiple income streams. Okay. They feel alone. They need more support. Okay. So this is my type of customer. And what I do is I bridge the gap with my product. I created a 10K roadmap. I had that transformation. I know how to get someone to 10K a lot faster than I did. When I started my online business, I made my first $100,000 in 7 months when I started. Now I make it in 3 months. And I'm not saying that to brag. Please hear my heart. I'm saying because I know what I know now, I can get someone there faster. Think about the transformation that you have. Can you get this? Can you get someone there faster? Yes or no? I'm sure you made some mistakes along the way that you don't want someone else to make because you finally got that. You finally got it right, something that you struggled with, okay? You can get someone else there faster that's struggling where you used to struggle right now. So I created a 10K roadmap. I created a done-for-you system. I created a framework for them that makes me multiple six figures, okay? I created multiple income streams that I give it to them that they don't have to create like I did from scratch. I created coaching. I created an AI bot, okay? I created a lot of things, okay? But this is how I priced it. And this is how you can price yours. Okay, I'm gonna show you. So firstly, I had to create the step-by-step framework. Okay, so I'm gonna just say 10K roadmap. Okay. So to create this, it costed me about $997. Now this was about a year and a half ago. Okay, I think a year ago. So obviously you need tools in your business. Okay, so it costed me around. So you look at what you want to create and how much it's going to cost you. Okay. So then to create a done for you system, what did that cost me? That was about $1,497. You can see I've made notes. Always make a note when you start because that's when you see the growth because you're going to be the one telling your story. Okay. So, and that was then. Now, to get your own done for you system, if you had to start the done for you system, it would cost $5,000. Anything between $2,500 to $5,000. Okay. So I already know I'm saving my customer money. Okay. The next thing was about, I created a daily framework that didn't cost me anything. I just typed out what worked for me and then multiple income streams. Okay. That costed me about $997, thereabout. Okay. Again, this was funnels and stuff that I had to set up. I had to test it. I had to talk about it on social media, and I started seeing a lot of consistent income coming in. Okay. So that costed me about that. And then the coaching, okay, coaching, that was something I added because I knew that a lot of people wanted more support, okay, and just the coaching was $1,200, okay, plus most of the stuff that I'm going to share with you now is actually on a monthly basis, but I just wanted to figure out how much I was going to charge for my program, okay. So the coaching, I created a community. The community costed me over $1,000 per year to just have the community online. Okay. And then I'm not even talking about the speakers and the thing and those people that I have to have in the community to make the community amazing. And then a lot of them didn't have any confidence. So I previously, remember I spoke about the low ticket, mid ticket, high ticket? I previously created a mid ticket program. Okay, and that price was going to be $297, and I still charged $187 for it in the beginning. That mid ticket. I wasn't even planning on doing a high ticket program. And then what I did was I bundled that with the high ticket. Can you see? Is this making sense? I'm having some aha moments here, right here. Okay, so whatever work you put in now, you will benefit from later. Okay, so I created that, and then I created an AI bot because a lot of people, my perfect customer, they don't know how to be on social media. They don't even know what to post. It takes them forever to get their content to convert. So I created an AI sales bot with my multi-six-figure strategy in, so that she can talk like me and everything like me and knows exactly, because I know already what worked for me. And I put it in her, what I was using, and I just created that AI bot. And that costed me just to create $197. Okay. And then all of it, the content. Oh, yes, the content vault. I created Content Vault. Now, I didn't want to create my own Canva designs or my own things. So I hired a designer to create content for me and put it in a vault. And that designer became part of my program, because now we give monthly fresh content. And that costs me like over $500 at the moment, right? Over $500. So all in all, what I could have done is I could sell these each separately. Okay? And then this will come to, well, with the monthly cost and all of that, it's between $6,000 and $10,000 already. Okay? And I would make $6,000 to $10,000 if I had to sell all of this separately. But because I remember, and this is what you need to remember, you need to think where you were before you had that transformation. I could remember that I was so worried about money when I got started. And I knew that my perfect customer was going to be in a bad place. I'm talking about my perfect customer now. Your customer, just think about where they are. I knew that I wanted to make it more accessible and not charge $6,000 or $10,000. So what I did was I said, you know what? I'm not going to charge $6,000 or $10,000 for this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to charge just $1,197 for this. I'm going to let them pay a once-off $97 activation fee to set up their entire system. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. And I know they'll get the results because they've got every single thing that works for them. Plus, I still have the coaching monthly inside. Okay? Here's why you want to do that. You don't want to put your price too low, but you want value in your product. Okay? So much value that it's easy to say yes, that it makes it irresistible. Is that making sense? It makes it easy to sell because you know the value is there. You know, where if you are selling something for $1,000 or $2,000 or $3,000, and you know you're not putting much value in it, you're not going to be confident in selling it. But man, it's an easy sell when you know there's like $6,000 to $10,000 in here, okay, and you're just getting it for that. Man, that makes it easy. Can you see? That's what makes it amazing, is breaking it down like that. So all you need to do, and if you want help with that, if you want to book that VIP session with me tomorrow, straight after our last day tomorrow, you can still do it. This is the last, no, tomorrow will be the last chance, okay? But you can still do that. I'll help you structure the pricing of your product. Because here's the thing. I know you don't want to charge a lot, okay? And I know this will help you if you put so much value in, but you'll make it worth your while and you make it worth your customers' while. It will be easy. It will be an easy sell for you. You don't necessarily have to start with the big ticket, or the high ticket. You can start with the low ticket. Okay, is that making sense? Okay, so I said, because I did get a lot of questions yesterday. I know that a lot of you, I normally see two types of people, okay? And I got a lot of questions yesterday. One kind of person, they want to figure it out all on their own, okay? And that's great. With what I'm teaching you in here, I promise you, you can already make a lot of money, okay? But then two is you get that other person, they don't want to waste any time. They want to get to their result fast. Which one are you? One or two? I'm just curious, okay? And this is why I promised yesterday, not on the call, but when people were asking me, I said, I promise you, if you want a faster route, I'll give you that option. And that option is why I created this. I created this for that reason, for people who want to get in the online space, but they want to get there faster. They want the support. And this is what Latasha was talking about. Because Latasha had support. Latasha had an AI bot. She had coaching. She had templates. She didn't have to figure out how to create a digital product. She had everything she needed and she learned how to sell it because she gets the coaching for it. Okay. So there are a lot of people that want that. So I'm feeling very generous, and all of you know I normally am. So I'm going to do something that I've never, ever done before. And you know what? That's just to reward action takers. I'm still going to give that $200 shopping spree for those who I'm checking that's engaging, okay? We're going to do that tomorrow. I'm going to give that $200 shopping spree. No strings attached, okay? And if there is no strings attached, you can take whatever I'm giving you and you can go make it work. I promise you. I just know that you can get results a lot faster. So what I'm going to do is I'm having a mastermind event in May, which is a $5,000 container that people pay for to get private coaching with me, okay? This is a mastermind event that I'm having for them. We're going to get together. We're going to do brainstorming. I'm going to teach them some strategies. I'm going to have a guest speaker. I'm going to treat them. It's going to be all amazing, okay? So if you want a free session and you want to join this mastermind at no cost, you just need to get here, okay? If you want to join that mastermind, if you join DMS, if you want to join tonight, okay, I'm going to give it until tomorrow, until we start tomorrow. If you join, you can get a seat at the table. I only have, I think, space for 5. So you wanna move. The first 5 that comes in and get started with DMS, you'll have that option of coming. Okay, everything's already paid for. You just need to get here and accommodate. It's 2 days. Okay, so it's gonna be awesome. We're gonna have so much fun. So let's carry on. Okay, I hope that makes you excited because I know there's something I would have loved. Okay, and I love being generous about it. So that's for those who just don't want to waste time. Okay, so what are we doing tomorrow? Tomorrow we've priced your product now. We know who you're talking to. So what we're doing tomorrow is we are getting into Canva, okay? And I'm going to give you a little bit of tips on how to get this product sold because I know a lot of you are struggling with that, okay? It's all a nice creating the product, but you want some tips. Yes? Do you want some tips on how to sell that product? I'm going to share that with you tomorrow, okay? So that's it. Can you believe it? I'm going to give a moment you see, I moved fast. I'm going to give a moment or two for a question. Someone, if you have a question, just raise your hand at the bottom there. Okay. So what you want to do, I forgot to say that. What you want to do is you want to get back to the person that invited you onto this workshop. You got the link through an email. Okay. This is open to everyone. Okay. So if you purchase or you want to, just get back to the person that invited you here, that sent you the Zoom link to attend this workshop. Ask them for the link to get started. You know the price already and you know what's in there. Okay. There is another option as well if this is just too high for you to get started off with. Just ask them for the link, get started, and I'll let you know if you are one of the first 5. Okay, so let me handle some questions. We've got a few minutes. Raise hand at the bottom, or let me see what's in here. Let's see. Any questions for me? Team, you're going to have to help me. There's too many comments for me. I can't see.
That was asked if this applies to the starter or only the pro.
Both.
Both.
Yeah. Only the
There you
first
go.
5, my friends. Only the first 5. The event is at the end of May, okay? 29th and 30th. Okay. Yeah, that's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be in Jeffries,
Lizelle,
where I stay.
so there's people
Okay.
asking that I'm confused. Is it a set time or is it a flexible? I am in Canada, 9 hours behind South Africa and still working. Please advise, as I would like to join pay, and doesn't matter what time is important.
Oh, are you talking about the mastermind event?
Yeah, if she wants to join, but she's 9 hours behind us, and you gave a clock to when it's gonna end. She's from Canada, so she's still
Okay,
working
so
now.
here's what I'm gonna ask you to do. Just get back to the person that invited you here, and that person can contact me in our community. Okay, and I'll give direction on that, because it's not gonna be something that's gonna be live on Zoom, but I might do something special if there's more than one. Okay, so just get back to the person. Okay, and we'll see what we can do.
And then we've got somebody that's asking if you can please repeat the offer quickly. She missed it.
Okay, so the offer is, and it is a reward for taking action. Okay, so I'm having a mastermind event. My mastermind is a $5,000 container. It just went up because when I launched it, it was less. Okay, so people who have paid $5,000 are invited to this event. Now I'm saying you can be a part of that event where it's 2 days where you spend with me. We do strategy, we do content planning, we do brand awareness, we talk about your customer, we get identity, we get vision, all of that. Okay, and everything is paid for. You don't have to pay anything to get here or to do it. You just need to get here and get accommodation. That's it. But it's
And
a 2-day
where's
event.
here? Where's
Sorry?
here?
Yeah, it's in Jeffreys Bay. Okay, it's in Jeffreys Bay. Okay, so if you join DMS tonight, if you want, in other words, if you want to work with us, okay, if you want to work with me in DMS, if you are one of the first 5 to get started, you'll be able to join this mastermind. Okay. So all you need to do is you got the link. Someone sent you the link to this workshop. Okay. Someone sent you here. You got the Zoom link somewhere. Get back to that person. All right. Just get back to that person that sent you the link. If it's email, it should be email. Okay. Or if it's whoever, or whatever. Let me see. What is the mic scope? Okay, so you're asking Bernice, do you need to buy the mics? What mics? You don't need to buy a mic or anything to get started in the online space. Not at all. Okay, you just literally need a phone. You just need a phone. You can do everything from your phone. Okay, it does not apply to those people who's already in my okay, it's not if you're already inside our community, it doesn't apply, because I've never done this type of offer before. I've never given this away before. I'm just feeling generous. Okay, so for the first 5 that it gets started, you'll be invited.
Someone's asking that $11.97, is it once off or a monthly cost they have to pay?
Woo, look at that. I like that mindset, eh? Maybe I was making monthly. No, it's a once off. Okay. It's just a once off. That's what makes it so amazing. That's what makes it an easy sell and an easy buy, because it's amazing. So it's only once off. Okay.
And what
Once off,
happens
there's
with the
no
payment?
monthly fees. Hey?
What happens with the payment plans?
Payment plans is it's a 3-month payment. Now I have to mention this. The mastermind offer is not going to be for someone taking the payment plan. Okay. I just can't take that risk. Okay. So it's going to be for full payment. If you pay in full, the starter or the pro, and you are one of the first 5, you will get that free invitation to the mastermind event. Okay. But if you do want to get started, there is a 3-month payment plan. If you want to get started anyway and you want to get the results faster, because digital magnetic system is this that I created. It is a done for you online business system. It is the simplest way to get started online, because you don't have to create anything. You don't need your own product. It's actually a very good place to start, because what happens when you have something that you sell, okay? You don't know how to sell it. And you don't want to go bother people and recruit, right? You want to learn how to attract people to you. You want buyers to come to you. That is what you learn inside here. So many people ask me, oh, Lizelle, is this a program that you buy just to resell? No. This is a way that helps you learn and earn at the same time. And at the time, when the time comes and you want to create your own product, you can do it because you're going to get it inside here. Okay, it's going to teach you everything. It's a great foundation to get started and make money before before you want to create your own product, because creating your own product takes time. It takes time to get it sold. It takes time to test it in the market. Okay. Am I missing anything? Okay, so here's what's going to happen next. Okay, so after this, as soon as the recording is ready, I will send out the recording. Okay, I will post it in the community. If you got in here from someone else, you will get the recording. Okay, don't worry, you'll get the recording of this. And then the first 5 people that decide they want to start with support, they want to start with everything, they want to get started now, they don't want to waste any time, they want to move faster. If you want to start with DMS, if you're one of those first 5, you will get a personal invitation from me to come and join me for 2 days at my mastermind event in Jeffreys Bay. Okay? You will get a personal invitation. You just need to get here and have a place to sleep. Okay? The rest I'm paying for. All right? And then tomorrow, you don't want to miss tomorrow, because tomorrow we're going to do the Canva training, and I'm going to give you some tips on how to actually sell this product. I've done a previous workshop like this before, and many people ask me afterwards, Lizelle, I just want a little bit of tips on how to actually sell it. So I'm going to focus on that tomorrow. Okay, does that sound good? Are you joining tomorrow? You come in. It's going to be awesome, hey? And that's going to be our last night, so it's going to go so quick. And the replays are only going to be up for a couple of, it's only going to be up for a couple of days, okay? So you want to go check it out. Don't sit on this, especially if you have been wanting to change something in your life. You're on here for a reason, especially if you wanted to change something. Because here is the thing. Your next 3 months depends on that decision you make during this workshop. And you don't have to buy DMS to have amazing results. You can take this, what I taught you, and go do it yourself, okay? The point is, in 3 months, you'll be somewhere, all on what you decide to do during this workshop. You're either going to take action, or you're going to sit back and say, one day, okay? And it's up to you. All right, so I'll see you tomorrow, everybody. Have an awesome evening, and I'm going to go off